Hey guys, happy Vlogmas day 8. So for this video, I wanted to do just a kind of basics on posture and form for just a couple of different moves. The reason I wanted to do this video is that I really big on proper form. Form is just like one of the really basic things that I feel like in order for you to progress with whether it's strength or just your fitness goals in general, to prevent injury or have less injuries, form, you definitely need to pay attention to it. Yeah, so let's just jump right in. So the first move we're gonna look at is stiff leg deadlifts, and here I'm bending a little too much at the knees, and then the top of my back around my shoulders is rounding over a little bit. Here my legs are too stiff. Your legs should never be locked as they are right now. To correct this, what you're going to want to do is stand with your chest up and your shoulders pushed back. What I like to do is try to pinch my shoulder blades together, keep your head up, and you're going to want to bend at your waist. And so when you lower, you're going to want to keep your head up and your shoulders back so that your back stays as flat as possible. You're going to want to keep your chest up through this whole movement so that your shoulders don't round forward. This is what it looks like head on, just to give you that visual as well. And here I just wanted to show a couple with weights. So like I said, my back is as straight as possible while keeping my chest up and my shoulders back. And you're going to want to add a slight bend in your knee. You don't want them bent too much or too straight. And when you go down, focus on feeling that stretch in your hamstrings. And when you come back up, thrust your hips forward and squeeze your glutes at the top. The next move we'll go into is bicep curls. As you can see here, I'm using a lot of my momentum to lift the weight up. You may also be losing lower lumbar stability as well, which can cause strain on your lower back, which you don't want to do in this move. To fix that, you're going to want to engage your core and stand with your shoulders back and your chest up. And what you're going to want to focus on is keeping your elbows in and making the movement only at your elbows. In doing so, this focuses on the concentric and eccentric movements at the bicep instead of using your momentum to lift the weight up. You will be using your muscle. Also, a good thing to note is how slow I am doing these. What I really like to focus on is taking a 2-second squeeze at the top to feel a little extra burn in the biceps. Next, we're gonna look at shoulder press, and this is something that I see a lot, is that when people are performing these, they curve a lot at their lower back. As you can see here, I have a really deep curve at the lower back, and you don't want that because that will add unnecessary strain to your lower back and then cause injury. And so to fix that, what you're going to want to do is make sure to have your core engaged through the whole entire move to add lower lumbar stability and to add stability to your thoracic spine. You're going to want to push your shoulders back like I'm doing here and pinch your shoulder blades together, and what this will do will add more stability to your upper back. And you're going to want to keep your shoulder blades back throughout the whole movement to make sure that you're keeping your upper back stable. And something that really helps me is to focus on using my lats to lower the weight down to add more stability. And if you find that you're curving your back still a little bit and still just don't have the core stability for your lower back, most gyms have seated benches with a flat back rest. This chair isn't too 90-degree angle, but you're gonna want to get something with that 90-degree angle, and then once you feel like you've progressed, you can move to the end of the bench where you don't have that backrest anymore, and then you can progress to standing up. I see this a lot with overhead tricep extensions, again, where there's an arch in your back and you do not want that. So what you're going to want to do, stand so you have a slight bend in your knee, and you're going to want to round your shoulders back to open up your chest and engage your core to, again, add lower lumbar stability. And keep your core engaged throughout the whole entire set, so then your back doesn't start rounding out. Really try to keep that in mind, especially once you get tired. I do this more often than not. I'll forget to engage my core, my back will start rounding out and my back will start to hurt a little bit, but then I remember to, and it'll bring it back to neutral. So that will conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe. You all know what to do already. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.